Okay, so the left-hand one is your after, the right-hand one is your before. So straight away we can see the grip position now, where the grip is visible on the right-hand one there, where the left hand is turned over, where the left-hand image now, we can see your left hand is a bit further over there. The little V that you're making now between your thumb and forefinger kind of point up towards that right shoulder, so a little groove here now. And then these two knuckles here on the left hand, you should be able to see, okay? So your left hand being on top, these here, we can see if you turn your hand around this way, you're now using your forearm to turn your hand. That's going to cause that forearm to get tighter, not going to move and function. Your wrist can't hinge as easily. So because of these things in terms of grip pressure, posture, and grip position, meant your backswing was very limited. So on the right hand one now, we'll see in terms of how far back you couldn't really go. Your knee kind of goes towards target as well, and now you can't really go much further than that. That's kind of your backswing. So if you saw someone swinging the golf club that way with maybe a 7-iron or whatever, that's going to be going about 70, 80 yards unless they've got a lot of power and a whip of the golf ball, okay? Whereas if we look at someone swinging the golf club here now, because you can rotate, so your body turning already even more so.
Oh, wow.
There's your backswing.
That's just because of the grip.
Because you can get there, just proved it. Yeah. The thing is, if you're left, you almost see, it's not easy to see that, but your left hand's almost a little bit in this sort of bowed position here, and it just hurts. I mean, women can get quite bowed in that left wrist, but blokes generally aren't quite as flexible in that position. It just bloody hurts then. Again, your arms get quite locked and they're not able to move the golf club back. You get quite tight and quite tense. So now being able to swing that golf club back further, the sensation that you're pushing down into that left foot and kind of going down to the golf ball, striking the ball, and then we finish through.
I've not transferred the weight very well there, have I?
It's all right. It could be better if I'm being honest, but compared to where you were on this one, you've gone back a little bit there, to be fair, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You're probably there. That's where you were. That's where you got to. So those swings, although you haven't transferred the weight as well as you could, you have transferred it more. That foot showcases it a little bit more. He's off the ground a little bit. The heels come off the ground, so your weight is going that way. Your knees are nearer together coming to on that left-hand side. Your pockets are further around the corner. Your shoulders are sort of around more.
Should the front foot still be pointing towards the ball?
Oh yeah, even that's where it starts. I wouldn't say it shouldn't move. It shouldn't independently move. But if it does move, it's not the end of the world. Okay, because it's generally speaking what you often find, especially guys who've got a lot of club head speed. If the ground's a bit slippy, maybe you might come into the ball. You're pushing onto that left foot, so you're pushing down. So a lot of weight's on that left foot. So there's not going to be a lot of movement. If I put my foot I can't move. I can move that one because there's no weight on it. But if I lean back this way, I can move him, but I can't really move him. So the weight being on that front foot coming down, it shouldn't move. But if as you swing through the golf ball, it does that, just to help your hip movement on your knee. Crack on, my brother-in-law used to have a bit of a dodgy knee, and the thought of him doing that, he just scared him, his knee was going to doink and pop out. So he just sort of in a golf club and just do that. He still shift his weight, but it just sometimes helps. But yeah, in terms of that mobility now, you're able to make that move, and regard your shoulder, nothing's restricting your swing there at all, so that's fine. What was restricting it was the swing thought to keep your head down and not lift your head up in the air, so not really moving at all. Because if someone says keep your head down, that's it. If you're in class, keep your head down, just be sure, okay, I'm not going to move. Okay, sit in the back of the class and shut up, okay? Head down and not move at all, okay? So very restricted, but the club's got to move. Things have to move around your body, and if you're fixating on keeping down and trying to kind of get it up in the air or get it non-right, everything now is going to be working back onto this foot here. So your weight is back and you just top it.
Videos or photos of me playing, and I see the club head not going back. I've always thought it's because of my shoulders.
But you just see now the shoulder's not hurting, is it? I mean, I always say, someone said the shoulder was aching, you tell me, or whatever, let people know. But you can make that move, and the thing is, you're making that move. You're not because it's not because you're just flinging your wrist. There's a couple of times it did get a little bit wristy, but even without a lot of wrist hinge, at 90 degrees, you still get the golf club there. So you're creating enough turning and rotation than you were there. But part of that reason the backswing made it short is because you're just so tight in the grip and just locked up. And if I'm sort of here now and sort of nice and right, I can swing my arms kind of up here and I can move them up and down. Okay, if I just create a fist and tense my arms, now move them, I can only get them half, and I've got to move the whole body to do it. If I try and move them across, nowhere to go. Everything's locked in here. Your arms and your shoulders and your bicep and your chest are just locked as one block, and you can't move. Like I said, we're just kicking a football with that bending you from your hips or your knees. It'd be like a heave home move, but there'd be no power in that kick. and not a lot of efficiency. I think when you probably at left golf balls on a driving range maybe, or go and play a game of golf, you're probably knackered after a few because you're doing so much effort to try and heave that club, and the club feels quite heavy. The second you grip something, your muscles are firing, so now they're using more energy. They get tired after a while. If you can just hold that club loose, like a sword, you can move the club, do what you want with it, rather than just locking in like a zombie style swing. That makes sense.
It does.
Good stuff. Right, have a couple more then, just get that feeler there. But yeah, overall it's about better grip position, 2 knuckles of the left hand, grip pressure looser, okay, and then from the top of the back, so when you're able to turn better now, it's that sort of downward feel. So you've got 2 sort of set up things, grip position and grip pressure on your posture, as well, so your posture getting better. And then as you're able to rotate now, the swing thought is as you're coming into the golf ball, that kind of almost downward pressure into that left foot, so you're sort of swinging down, shifting that way onto that left side. Lovely. So your right foot lifting now, you see, nice shot. And if that's not your perfect shot, 92 yards straight, you take it, Make sense?
Yeah.
Good stuff.